Adams becoming a living, breathing testament to the continued legacy of corruption in this city's politics. We saw earlier this week events that border on the absurd as one of Mayor Adams' close aides was found giving a bag of chips stuffed with cash to a journalist. And this in the same week as prosecutors unveiled charges to Mayor Adams' closest aide for accepting tens of thousands of dollars in bribes. Bribes that showed that a city is up for sale for the cost of crab cakes and a cameo in a TV show. This is more than just political gossip. This is more than just fodder for a tweet. This is an example of why so many New Yorkers are losing faith in our democracy. This is happening amidst an affordability crisis that is pushing New Yorkers out of the place that they call home. This is a mayor who hasn't just forgotten New Yorkers. He is one who has used them as pawns to secure his own personal freedom, a freedom that came at the expense of that same reality for New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs. New Yorkers who are seeing their lives firmly within the crosshairs of a federal administration that just recently took a 6-year-old girl, her mother, one of their siblings, out of the city that they call home and put them in detention centers for deportation out of this country. The first child that has been subjected to that treatment right here in these 5 boroughs since Donald Trump became president once again. And we know that Andrew Cuomo will be no better, because what he presents is a similar legacy of corruption. A man who resigned in disgrace and has made taxpayers foot the bill for tens of millions of dollars will be no better. A man who took apart the Moreland Commission once it started to investigate his own administration will be no better. And a man who takes phone calls that he initially denies only later to confirm with President Trump will be no better. And so what we offer in this moment is a plan to finally turn the page on that failed era of leadership and offer New Yorkers a reason to believe in city government fulfilling its purpose to actually take care of those that it was intended to serve in the first place. People that you put your faith and your trust in is a reflection of your own leadership. That Adams continued to associate himself with Winnie Greco, with Ingrid, after so many clear examples of their corruption. Trump is ready to rip up the laws of this country every single day that he leads his administration. We've seen that already with what he's done in California, what he's doing in DC, and what we know is that New York deserves someone who will actually stand up and fight back, not someone who's calling him in the hopes of overturning the will of Democratic primary voters across the city.
What would you do if President Trump were to take over the NYPD like he's done in Washington, D.C.?
Well, he wouldn't take over the NYPD. He might seek to federalize the National Guard of New York. And what I would make clear is that so much of what is being done under the auspices of safety is actually putting New Yorkers in danger. We need only look at what's happening in D.C. and the transformation of that city into something more akin to a police state. I am excited and ready at the opportunity to work with the NYPD to create true public safety. And I trust those same officers to deliver that. And what we are seeing in Donald Trump's proposal is one that shows he does not want the NYPD to be in control of the city. He wants his own officers through the National Guard from wherever in this country, whereas I believe that the best people to protect New Yorkers are the New Yorkers in uniform today. You know, I said that Adams should not be the mayor close to a year ago when he was first indicted.
Do you think he should drop out of the race?
Look, I think that Eric Adams is making a very clear case for the kind of politics that he stands for.